They had the best and super crunchy. This one is so freaking cool. I just really didn't like the layout of the ship. Maybe I am loyal to royal. Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the brand new cruise ship from Princess, the Sun Princess. My husband and I sailed this on March 19th of 2024 this year. We were on the second sailing ever. We were new. We were not on the inaugural, but they still called it inaugural season. I'm gonna give you a full ship tour and my thoughts. It has really cool stuff. When they unveiled Sun Princess and we were on the second sailing, a lot of things were not open yet. So there's so many things I wanted to experience and wanted to show you, but I couldn't. Heartbroken, but let's get to it. First things first, we actually boarded from Rome. We were on a Mediterranean cruise. And of course, my husband always gets pulled over for no freaking reason, right?
I just got pulled over by customs, border patrol.
Always pulled over. Always doing something bad.
Trying to get from freaking FCO, the Rome airport, the main one, to the freaking port was a whole journey. No one wanted to take us on Uber. Nobody. We winged it. We didn't book a shuttle or anything. And everyone kept canceling on us. They would pick it and then cancel. And it was hard. It was hard to get there. We were just sitting in the parking lot of the airport, waiting and waiting and waiting.
What happened here? What are we waiting for?
Taxis. So all the radio taxis come here.
Yeah.
Basically order taxis. Downstairs is if you didn't pre-book anything.
One of my favorite things about Princess is their medallion key cards. So freaking cute, so cool, so advanced. I'm glad that a lot of ships are now on board being more tech savvy, more advanced, with the wireless, because who wants to carry a key card everywhere? We always lose it, let's be honest. So for Princess, they call them wearables and you can wear them in a watch. And this is also such a great cruise revenue. Also bracelets and watches and stuff that you can put it on. Smart. Gonna go check out our cabin because rooms are ready. 11. Deck 11, baby. You're here.
Vámonos. 11, 6:32. Here we come, baby.
So in 10 feet of the room or so, it will automatically open. You don't do anything. You just open the door. It'll green light. It'll show hi, it'll say hi, Tani, hi, whatever. And then you just open it. So some people did not like this. Some of the guests did not like this. They said it's a little scary. It's a little bit too advanced for them. They were scared that what if it unlocks by itself when you're walking by and you don't want to walk into the room and someone comes and steals your stuff or whatever. I loved it. Anything that's less effort for me, that's advanced, I'm here for. So love that feature. You guys are not gonna believe me when I tell you we got a mini suite. Not because we booked it, but we got upgraded. Well, we bid for it. Anyways, ridiculous. Our room is so freaking beautiful. It was our honeymoon, so I thought, okay, I'm gonna bump this up a little bit. Originally we got an interior and then we upgraded to an ocean view window, not a balcony, a window. And then made a bid for balcony and mini suite, and then we got the mini suite. Oh my god. It's freaking gorgeous. Stupid gorgeous. If you guys want to see the full room tour, I will have that video out next week. Can we just quickly talk about how gorgeous the bathroom is? The bathroom is so nice. The marble, it's all the feels. Let's talk about room service. You know how on Carnival, they started to kind of a lot of cruise lines have started to do the they'll kind of nickel and dime you for things, room service being one of them. Every time you order, they slap on a fee. It gets really annoying. And so Princess, for this cruise at least, they charged us $15 if we use the room service per person, for the whole cruise, which is worth it. So we didn't need to both use it. So we only ordered room service through my husband's phone or my husband's account. That way we were only charged $15 for room service the entire 14 days. Splendid. They had a lot of complimentary food in the room service, as well as there's some small surcharges for specific dishes if you wanted it. Shrimp cocktail was $12. Oh my god, their Caesar salad. Their Caesar salad from room service, solid. Ask for extra anchovies, but don't ask for extra anchovies because it's actually really salty, but it's still really yummy. We were always out here living our best lives, eating in bed, and watching reruns of Modern Family. Food and Wine magazine called this best cruise for food lovers. I don't know if I can agree, honestly. I don't know if I can agree. Like, it's good, but it wasn't like, whoa, amazing. But it was good. It was solid. Oh my God. Okay, first we gotta talk about the buffet. The buffet was so good. Like, it was solid. Cause you know what's crazy? Like, they had so many Asian options, which usually when I go cruising, I love Asian food. You know what I mean? Like, it's got flavor and shit. One of my earliest memories of Princess was congee for breakfast. Like, that was back in the day, like years and years ago. So now to see that, like, not only can you get congee, but they got like lapsung. Lapsung is like Chinese sausage, like you eat for breakfast. They got pork floss. They got like a ginger on the side for you. They got so much stuff. Oh my God, they got poke. When we boarded for lunch, that's the first thing I ate. And I was like, what the heck? They got poke? Poke? Salmon poke? They did have tuna. They had tuna too. Tuna and salmon, but the salmon was so good. It needed a hit of soy sauce. I ate that. I kid you not. I ate that every single day for 14 days. I had poke. Maybe I missed a day or two, but I had it almost every day, and it was so good and fresh and like not fishy or anything. I was really happy with that specifically. And they had so many options when it comes to Asian food. So the buffet was a whole walk around. Like, they had, usually, you know, they'll have the same food each side. On this ship, on the Sun Princess, the food on each side was different. Like, they had a whole bunch of variety of food. You got your Asian food, like a whole bunch of selection for Asian food. And both sides are different, mind you. And they got soups, and they got your poke, and they got they don't play with their salads. They got a whole salad section. They had a whole Mexican section. Oh my God. Tacos, burritos. Everything was fresh. Everything was good. They had a whole Italian station. They got so many. They got a whole barbecue station. Ooh, that barbecue station was what's up. They just had so much food. Like, so much food. And they had all your regular, you know, your hot dogs and your pizzas and that in the buffet. But honestly, props to them for the food. But let's talk about something that everybody hates. Let's talk about something that a lot of people hated, but I actually kind of appreciated, which is the ships in the buffet. They made it where you can't get your own food. I know some of y'all are like, oh no. And I got all the old people real tight. A lot of people hate it. A lot of people hate it because they like to get their own food. They like to, you know, get just a little bit of this, a little bit of that, or they only want something very specific in that like mix of things. There was a lot of negative feedback, especially on my sailing, from people that didn't enjoy that the Princess staff were serving you instead of you getting your own food. So you would just tell them, oh, can I get like 2 pieces of that? Or like, can I get a little bit of that? So they'll just take your plate and they'll just go down, you know, the section, they'll give it back to you. And same thing, like every section, every station, same thing. So you never served yourself. That pisses people off, but honestly, the whole COVID drama crippled the cruise industry. So I totally understand that they're taking health safety very seriously. For Royal Caribbean, their staff right there making, you know, like making sure like they ask you, hey, wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands, you know, they have the freaking wash the hands on thing. And on Princess, they don't. So there's still hand washing stations, but I know damn well people walk just straight in. And there's people that I get it. You just washed your hands. You just went to the bathroom or something. Maybe you just washed your hands. So you're walking straight in. I get it. We damn well know there's some nasty people out there. So I actually really appreciate not having everybody touch like the ladle or stuff like that. Totally cool with that. And one of my favorite things, let's talk about it. One of my favorite things is they had water on the table, like a pitcher of water on the table. It's so nice. Like they would refill it. It's so nice to have water on the table. I wish on top of that, they also had a water station, but they just had it on the table. So when we would go refill water for our cabin, we would just pour it from the pitcher, you know? But then again, it's like everybody's touching the pitcher, you know what I mean? It's one of those things, but it's nice to have that when you sit down, you got water. You're not having to get it yourself. So that was nice.
Yeah, surprisingly, huh?
Right? Why the 2 sides? Got egg rolls, they have some dumplings. Girl, okay, girl. You're a happy kid? Good daddy.
Another highlight of the Sun Princess, hands down, first hot pot at sea. What the heck? Some people are gonna argue that Royal Caribbean technically had it first, like a year ago, last year, from the solarium, but I don't really consider that hot pot. Well, that is kind of hot pot, but this is like the real deal. I would say this is the real deal. Like you sit down, it's literally built in. It's a hot pot restaurant, It's the whole shebang, and you got all your sauces. And I was so freaking excited to try this, but I would rate this a 7 out of 10. It's a good try. It was a good try. It's good. It wasn't amazing. The meat quality could have been a little bit better. The meat was cut a little bit too thick. Maybe it's better for grilling versus like shabu hot pot style. But if you guys don't know what hot pot is like when you cook your own food. It's like when you have a soup base and you're throwing stuff in, you're cooking your own food. It's just it's a very interactive dining. It's really fun. And you get to customize everything. That's a nice part about everything, and you can cook it to your liking. The dessert, the black sesame dessert at this place was phenomenal. That was phenomenal. I sat there and I thoroughly enjoyed that. So good. And at Umai, that's when half the restaurant is like teppanyaki style and the other half is the hot pot style. When we were there, it sounds like everybody was having a good time at teppanyaki, but honestly, I feel like people always have a good time at teppanyaki. But I think it gets old. I guess because I'm Asian, so I'm like, it's like a benihana. It's cool, but it's like, I want something fresh, some new, something different. So there's a surcharge for it. Yeah, like I said, I really wanted to try it. So Umai there's a $45 surcharge per person. Was it worth it? I'm glad I tried it once. I don't think I would go back for it. No, just because I think the main dining and all the food that's complimentary is good enough. Like buffet is always solid. Main dining is good.
It could be just perfect for Korean barbecue. Look at that. Suck the air, the air, the air, the sucker, the air.
Let's talk about main dining. Oh my gosh, we were seated in the right, in the aft, where there's a glass to ceiling window, glass windows, freaking gorgeous. And so there was a few nights that we were lucky enough to catch the sunset right where the aft is. And it's like the water, the sun going down. It was so beautiful. It was so romantic. One of the cool things that they had was like a pastry. They called it the pastry shop. It's kind of, honestly, it's not really obvious. It's on top. It's not super obvious, but they had freaking egg tarts. They had Portuguese egg tarts. What the heck? That's so cool. It's like when I'm on cruises, I'm always looking for something different, something new, something fresh, right? And it's like, for them to have egg tarts, I'm like, Portuguese egg tarts, I'm like, that's cool. And you know what? It tasted pretty good too. I literally took it and I couldn't wait to eat it in my room. And so I was patient enough to bring it all the way to my room just to enjoy it. Ooh, okay, their pizza is solid, Neapolitan style. You know, it's very, very solid. It was so yummy. I'm kind of sad. We always find the good stuff like the last few days. And so towards the end of our cruise is when we finally tried their pizza next to the pool. Sadness. USA Today calls it the best pizza at sea. And you know what? I think I'm gonna agree. It was bomb. So Princess, you solid. You solid. That crust, good, solid. Of course, they had your hot dogs and hamburgers right at the pool deck. And then you had your coffee and cones where you get your soft serve, iced coffee, whatever. The soft serve is complimentary. They had like vanilla, chocolate, but for all the other stuff like frappuccinos and all that stuff, there's a surcharge. Okay, so the pastry shop is gonna be next to the International Cafe. It's kind of like where you get all your goodies, like coffee. It's such a good area to hang out in. I'm kind of sad because one of the things that we actually didn't try was Lido tacos. But I figured they kind of should be the same as the tacos from the buffet, right? It did look legit. I'm not gonna lie, I'm from California, okay? I know tacos. I'm from San Jose, I know tacos, okay? I know tacos, I know my tacos. And they had the whole pastor on the spit, legit, They also had specialty pizza called Alfredo's Pizzeria. I still have my Spanish. Pizzeria, not pizzeria. You get it. I'm working on my Italian accent. They had the best onion rings I've ever had. Okay, not ever had. Sonic's slightly beats them. But one of the best onion rings ever. There's 2 onion rings, mind you. There's 2 of them, right? There's one that has like a panko crust. I don't care for that one. That's like the basic one. I'm talking about the ones that are like buttermilky and super, super crunchy. Those are addicting, and they don't put them out all the time for some reason. But yeah, anytime I saw them, I would grab them. Or I would ask the guy in the back, like, hey, can you put some out? He's nice. They're so nice. So there was one night in the main dining that we didn't get to go. They have so many restaurants. They have the American restaurant. The American dining restaurant is on a different floor. We thought it was part of main dining. It's not. They have a separate menu. So on one of the formal nights where you get dressed up, we couldn't get into main dining because it was so freaking packed. We didn't have reservations. So we ended up dining at the American dining restaurant. Still got the prime rib. It was good. Food was good, but the menu, like I said, the menu was different. So we didn't expect that until we sat down and saw the menu. We're like, oh shoot, it's fine. Like, we're not gonna wait 2 hours for main dining. We're just gonna eat and move it along. I would say food at main dining is a 7 out of 10. It's like, it's good, but it's not amazing. It's good. But they didn't get execution perfect yet. You had the International Cafe. There was Mokado Ocean, which honestly, it was like a sushi place, Japanese sushi place. It didn't look that enticing to me. Like, it really looked like frozen and thawed. I don't know. It's always thawed out, but it did not look fresh. The fish just did not look fresh. They also had Butcher's Block by Dario, which is like barbecue kind of place. One of the specialty restaurants is Umai. You also have Sabatini's Italian restaurant. I did not get to try that one. We are in Italy. I am not going to pay for a specialty restaurant on a cruise ship if I am in Italy. Does not make sense to me. I'd rather eat the real Italian. We have Catch by Rudy. It's like a seafood restaurant. It's so gorgeous. It's very small and very intimate, but gorgeous. And they also have outdoor dining at a lot of these places, which is really nice. You also have the Crown Grill, which is like just a steakhouse, typical steakhouse. Something that I'm so sad about is Spellbound. Spellbound by Magic Castle. If you know what Magic Castle is, y'all my people. So Magic Castle is in like Southern California and is like this magician's VIP kind of like group house. It's not a secret society or anything, but it's very cool. It's like the in-group of magic. Anyways, they partnered with Magic Castle to open Spellbound. It's supposed to be like a bar, speakeasy kind of thing where they do close-up magic. I love that. Freaking love that. Obviously, there's a surcharge. I don't mind paying it, but because we were on the second sailing and they weren't ready, we couldn't experience it. Sadness. So sad. But I am a total magic geek, so I would have freaking geeked out, paid my $20 cocktail and my $50 surcharge, whatever, right? Couldn't experience it. They had other bars like Crooners, O'Malley's Irish Pub, Wheelhouse Bar, Bellini's Cocktail Bar. They had a bunch of bars. You were not short on bars. The casino. So the Sun Princess has the biggest casino out of all the Princess lines. It was big, the ceilings were high, but it didn't seem super big, and I was kind of annoyed because we didn't get comped drinks. So entitled. I'm so freaking entitled. Because I'm so used to getting free drinks from Royal and Virgin, all that stuff. But we didn't get like complimentary drinks, even though we cruised through the casino. So that's something, if you cruise through the casino programs, that's something for you to take home. They don't do comp drinks, unless I think you have to have a ridiculous amount of points accumulated during that cruise for them to comp your drinks. But even then, they'll just comp singular drinks. They don't actually give you like, the drinks are on us for the rest of the cruise kind of thing, So it's kind of, I think that's a missed opportunity for Princess. When people drink more, they gamble more. I'm just like, come on, it's math. Booze doesn't cost that much. But let me tell you the tea. They had 2 tables of Ultimate Texas Hold'em that never gave out. Was it 2? No, they had 1. They had 1 Ultimate Texas Hold'em table. And 1 UTH. And people were like, they were literally camping out. You could not get a seat. People were there for 5-6 hours at a time or more. There's no wait list. The poor pit boss, everyone was just on his ass about like, hey, I'm next. It's like, it's first come, first serve. If somebody leaves and you're there to get the first seat. People literally would fight over a seat at this table. It was so ridiculous. I love that game, but I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna get into nothing, no drama. But people were having fights and drama over that table. It was so ridiculous, super ridiculous. Oh, a super sadness thing also. One of the cool features of Sun Princess was their glider that we didn't get to try. It's kind of sad. I was really looking forward to the glider. I was so looking forward to the glider, and it was not operating when we were there. So that was pretty sad. You got your jogging track. They also had a basketball court, and then they had hammocks, which is really nice that they had hammocks just hanging out, Who doesn't love hammocks? Who doesn't? Like, who doesn't? Anyways, they also had a sports court. Another sadness thing, they have a dome where the seating is so nice. The theater is so intimate. I can see how they're doing like aerial stuff, lights, effects, and then you have the water, the pool. Like I could see this, it was such a beautiful vision, whoever put this together. But sadly, we did not get to experience it because again, they weren't ready and they had one showing out of our 10-day cruise and it was only in like, I think suite guests, like invited guests only, which is kind of sad. They actually barely had any shows on our sailing. It was so early. I'm pretty sure like they're a well-oiled machine now, but when we were there, we saw one show. It was a great show though. The guy was great. Like the balloon guy, I went to the balloon, like he's awesome. He was great, he was phenomenal. But other than that, we did not see another show. Oh, another highlight of the Sun Princess is the infinity pool in the back of the ship. It's so gorgeous, so freaking gorgeous. We didn't get to use it because we just couldn't find a day to be in the water. Anyways, that pool is so gorgeous. Some secrets for you. For the Sun Princess, there's these 2 elevators in the back of the ship, like way back of the ship that nobody knows about. Literally secret elevator. You wouldn't know about it until, you could look at the map, but because our room was near the elevator, so we knew about it, but they had these beautiful glass freaking windows. And so every time you would walk in, it's so nice. It's on the aft, so you could see the water. It's gorgeous. You had to walk through restaurants to get to the secret elevator. But by the end of the cruise, people started finding out about the secret elevator that wasn't busy because all the elevators were always packed. So any chance we get, we would use this elevator. Overall, for the Sun Princess, when we were on it, we felt like it was a little claustrophobic. And that's with us having a mini suite, right? Mini suite is great, but I'm saying, I was talking about all the public areas. The ceiling was kind of low. Kind of reminds me of like a little bit, it's like Carnival, that how they spread it. They have so much space. The ship is huge, but they didn't want to do any like high ceiling area, except for the casino, especially in the main areas. They didn't want to do that. I just really didn't like the layout of the ship. It felt like you could get easily lost, and also like everything was kind of hard to get to. I don't know how to say it. I wasn't a big fan. Yeah, so overall, Sun Princess, dining, 7 out of 10. Entertainment, 5 out of 10. Yeah, y'all need to improve. But then again, I didn't have tickets to the dome. I didn't have a seat at the dome, so I don't know what's going on. And the glider didn't work, so it's actually lower than that, but let's keep it at 5 out of 10. Entertainment, 5 out of 10. Ship layout and like the whole general ship, 7 out of 10. Room, 20 out of 10. Beautiful freaking room, beautiful. Service, it was good, it wasn't amazing. So 8 out of 10 for service. Overall, would I recommend Sun Princess to anybody? Yeah, it's a new ship, it's gorgeous, great buffet, food solid. Yeah, overall it's solid, and our 10-day Mediterranean cruise stopped in Messina, Italy, Corfu, Greece, Piraeus, Greece. I'm just butchering the shit out of these names. And Santorini and Naples, Italy. Overall, we had a good time, but I don't know if we would come back. I would recommend it, but I personally don't know if I would come back. Maybe I am loyal to Royal. Thanks for watching, and if you liked anything or if you have any more questions, comment below. If you found it helpful, if you found it useful, please like it, help a homie out. And if you want to see the room tour of our mini suite, I'm uploading next week.